Hello students, today I am going to tell you something about characteristics of gymnosperms. As you all know, what are gymnosperms? Gymnosperms are the plants which have naked seeds. Naked seeds means the seeds which are uncovered, they are not covered inside any ovary wall. So it the thing is that they come, gymnosperm means, it is the word which comes from a Greek word, that is gymnos means naked and sperma means seed. So from naked seeds plants are called as gymnosperms. Now the first characteristic feature which we can see over here is gymnosperms produce cones. What are these cones? Cones are the reproductive structures found in gymnosperms. Reproductive structures means male cones or female cones which are used for fertilization purpose. Male cone are also called as microsporophylls, whereas female cones are also called as megasporophylls. Next point we have is that gymnosperms do not bear fruits. They do not bear fruits. Why? Because as I already told you, that there are no covered seeds. Ovary wall formation is not there. The seeds are only naked. So if the ovary wall formation is not there, that means they are naked, and ovary wall is not there, ovary is not there, so no fruit formation. That is why they do not bear fruits. Next is that they propagate via wind pollination. Wind pollination, the thing is that the microspores which are present in the microsporophyll, they are very light in weight, stigma is absent, flower structure is absent. So they can be, if the microspores are very light in weight, they can be easily carried from one place to another through wind, and hence wind pollinated is found in gymnosperms. The adult plant body is a sporophyte and represented by a perennial evergreen woody plant. See children, most of the gymnosperms are evergreen and perennial. Perennial means everlasting, that they are found for many years. You can divide the plant in three types, that is herbs, shrubs and trees. So there is no place for herbs. There are no herbs present, as they are very tall in height. They can be very smaller also, but the thing is that they are evergreen and perennial. So they have a hard woody stem, and the leaves are also there. The leaves are reduced into needle-like structures, which I'll tell you afterwards what is the purpose of that needle-like structure leaves. Because mostly the gymnosperms are found in xerophytic conditions. Xerophytic conditions means where there's lack of water. So if there's a lack of water, that means that transpiration should be reduced. Otherwise it would be difficult for the gymnosperms to be survived. So that is why the leaves of gymnosperms, they reduce themselves, they reduce their laminar area, the surface area, so that to reduce the surface of transpiration, the rate of transpiration. In order to reduce the rate of transpiration, they reduce their area, and that is why they are needle shaped. Other thing, pinus as well as other conifers are evergreen trees. I have already told, they have monopodial growth represented by one main axis. That means the tree stem is going on through the central main stem, the branching is going on and it is growing singly. They do not give out many other branches. Single monopodial means single main stem keeps on growing, and that is why they attain a length also. As the axis grows taller, it increases in diameter. The axis keeps on growing, the diameter increases due to secondary growth, which is found in gymnosperms. And now the next thing is, stem branches are of two types. long shoots or branches of unlimited growth. Unlimited growth means that there is no limit for the growth. They keep on growing and growing. That is why these are called as long shoots. The other are dwarf shoots or branches of limited growth, means the growth is limited for a limited time period. Up till that particular period, the branches grow, and after that they stop growing. That is why the shoots are smaller in size compared to the longer ones, and then these are called as dwarf shoots. This is there in the characteristics of gymnosperms. Thank you.